Hi folks, hope you're having a great Saturday afternoon. I'm going to paint I'm going to do a live painting of the shard, the kind of the image that I did the other day. It got a few likes, so I thought I would do that in pastels. So I've got a whole load of pastels at the ready, and but I just want to show you quickly. I showed you the other day a Brighton piece which was almost finished, but I thought I would just show you now. So it's pretty much there now, so I'm really pleased with that one. That's on aluminium and it's in oils, so came out well. It's really tricky to get the lettering actually. That took ages, but I like the feel of it. And I'll just quickly show you this one. This is a Birmingham piece. There's the mailbox, and again, this is in oils on aluminium. So I've been working hard. And this is another piece which is now finished. It's another Brighton piece on the beach. So that's all good. So anyway, I'll crack on and I'll just set the camera up. And shouldn't look too long. So this will be a loose pastels of the shard and the river. So basically, I was on the river. I spent all day basically going up and down and taking sketches and photos, and which I loved, which was really rewarding. And so anyway, I'm just going to draw out the view very rough. Let's pick a colour. It's just a mid-grey. So I'll be thinking about perspective straight from the offset. And I'm just going to very loosely draw in the buildings. I'm going to think about the reflection in the water. And what's great about this image is going to be the light sources coming from the right. And so if you can imagine this building here that I'm going to put in, it will cast a shadow, but only this area here will be in shadow. This will be dark. This face is dark. And then again, this corner here is light. So it's basically I'm thinking about where the shadow is on each building as I'm doing it. So pastels is such a great medium because it's so instant. It's a bit messy, but so they're the buildings. Now I need to be really careful and to draw the shard, so I'm just going to move the paper and I'll try and do it with. So I'm just using a straight edge and hope that I get it. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then obviously we'll have the reflection of that in the water here. So basically that's the drawing. Cool. So I can go straight ahead. I'm just looking for a dark brown. So I'm putting in all of the darks to start with. That's a nice brown. I think that's a little bit more suitable than the one that I've just used, so let's get that in there. And then this area here is really dark. That's so as you can see, I'm racing through this, trying to keep it as loose as I can. Okay. So my point of perspective is off to the left, so everything is pointing towards a certain point. So it's just an easy way of keeping track. Okay, now would be a good time to put the sky in. So I'm just going to clean the chalk. So I need to avoid going into the shard. Both sides. this sandpaper that I'm using eats through chalk. And then the reflection. Okay, so I'm going to use a slightly darker tone for the top of the sky, and so I'll just peel the bit that's broken off. So cool. Let's do the same for the bottom of the water. Right, so at this point I'm just going to blend in, I'm going to blend in the sky, and then I'm going to blend in the buildings, and then I can add to it. I'm avoiding going into the buildings as I do this. And then water. So I'm working on the reflection, dragging that down, then across. And now the buildings. Basically, I just wanted to cover the whole of the paper before carrying on. So just get rid of the I've just been asked where these can be purchased. Well, basically, this is a project which is going to carry on for a year. I'm on day 163 or 4, something like that. And once the project is complete, then I will probably sell them. It's just basically I wanted to challenge myself and do one of these a day, along with everything else that I do. But so what will happen is these will be put onto my website, paulkenton.com, and if you're interested in any of the paintings, you can just register your interest, and then as soon as the 365 days is done, then they'll be available. So these are not onto the actual website at the moment, but they will be within the next couple of weeks, and there'll be a picture of each one, and I'm not sure if there'll be a price, but it's just basically to register your interest at this moment in time. Okay, so now I'm going to start to put So the light is coming in from this direction. I want to really emphasize that light. So everything that's not in shadow is getting all of the light. Cool. So now I need to put the windows in, and the best way to do that is just to match the colour of the sky, and it will look spot on. Being careful here. And then the windows here. So you can see how quickly the piece is starting to come to life. These are terrible, these chalks, they just break up so easily. It's quite tricky to use them. Oops, see what I mean? Just want to lighten up these top windows. Darken up this face here. So those windows that I've just put in there are in shadows, so they're a lot darker. And these ones here those are in these windows. The top area are all in light. And there's a lot of, there's kind of like bars along here. So I just want to create a bit of movement here. Just want to accentuate the shadow areas. Then a few highlights just to draw your eye. There's things going on along there, reflections. So I'm just adding a bit more detail now. So the important pieces of this painting are these light bits here. Not painting, I don't know what you call it with charcoal, with pastel. Okay, so and then this shadow from the building next door to it. Okay, so we're getting there. I just want to get rid of all the powder. So I'm just adding to the detail. That's the most important bit of this piece. So the light really stands out there. I could go a little bit darker with this shadow just to make it even stand out even more. Like so. Okay. Just want to work on the jetty bit, which right, so this is a dark shadow in this area here. So now I'm moving on to the water. I've kind of just basically put in what's above here, down here, but I really want to loosen this area up and really focus on light from the shard. So what I'm going to do is just give the water a lot more movement. Because it wasn't still, so you wouldn't get such a smooth reflection. The water was quite choppy, so that's so much better now. It's got life to it, and then so I really want to emphasize that light area there. And then here. Okay, so we're getting there now. Let's smooth off the waves. So I'm thinking about the light up here, and then obviously the reflection. I'm looking for a darker blue. That's going to help. Well, I can't find a darker blue, so... My chalks are all crumbling. Well, that'll do. I could work on it for just to make everything a little bit more refined, but I think pastels are really nice when they're just kept a little bit loose. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, and well, I hope you've enjoyed it, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll try and do something over the weekend, but we'll see how we get on, but hope you enjoyed that, and we'll catch you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.